Soul Land Episode 188 Original Novel DouLuo DaLu. Chapter 221. Secret of the Sea God's Light. TL by Bagelson. Being born of the Speed clan, what Bai Chenxiang did best was speed. But after stepping into the Sea God's Light, her expression instantly changed. With just this one step, she already had a feeling of being unable to move. The tidal-like pressure repelled her body, and faint golden mist began to rise under her feet. No wonder they would be on the point of dying after climbing a few dozen steps. It seems even 10 steps would be very difficult for me. No way, I can't fall even further behind. We're all the same age, how come they can't do it, but I can't? Clenching her teeth, Bai Chenxiang's eyes revealed a resolute light, and she began to climb. Tang San saw Bai Chenxiang with difficulty stabilize her pace, and he revealed something of a gratified expression. I hope she can have some harvest here. Raising his right arm and slowly pouring his spiritual force inside, Tang San called out to Xiao Wu's soul sleeping in the right arm spirit bone. This was the first time he took the initiative to call out to Xiao Wu's soul. Formerly he was always afraid that Xiao Wu's soul appearing would hurt her, but this time was different. If he didn't effectively communicate with Xiao Wu, then bringing her body up the mountain could very easily cause irretrievable harm. Blue Silver Emperor released. Xiao Wu's soul sleeping within the spirit ring and spirit bone was slowly released under Tang San's guidance. Xiao Wu's supple body twitched faintly in his embrace, and her originally vacant eyes shone with dazzling vigor. Gee! A soft cry deeply touched the softest part of Tang San's heart. Forcefully resisting kissing her, Tang San said. Xiao Wu, we're already on Sea God Island. Could you feel everything that happened to us before? Beyond Tang San's expectations, after Xiao Wu called out for him once, her expression suddenly changed, covered with a layer of cold frost. Throwing off Tang San's arms, she turned her head and didn't look at him. Ever since Tang San and Xiao Wu met, this was the first time something like this had happened. Tang San couldn't help being mystified. Xiao Wu, what is it? Xiao Wu gave a snort, still without paying attention to Tang San, but rather directly walking towards those stone stairs. Clearly, even though her soul was hidden in Tang San's spirit ring and spirit bone, she was still aware of the outside world, and also understood the reason Tang San called her out. Seeing Xiao Wu begin climbing the stairs, Tang San scratched his head. Intelligent as he was, he still didn't understand why Xiao Wu would suddenly ignore him, and moreover seem so angry. The two had known each other for so many years, and Xiao Wu had never been angry at him. Where did this come from? Not daring to be neglectful, Tang San hastily chased after, following Xiao Wu up the stairs. The second time he was immersed in the Sea God's light, Tang San felt different yet again. With last time's experience, he discovered that his body's ability to endure seemed to have risen somewhat. Especially the first few steps, even though the pressure was still there, it didn't seem so frightening. Xiao Wu, don't ignore me. Just what is it? While Tang San climbed upward, he anxiously asked in a low voice despite the fact that speaking would influence spirit power circulation. Xiao Wu now already stood on the third step. After shooting Tang San a harsh glare, Xiao Wu visibly pouted a bit, then kept climbing. Golden mist filled the air, and as they climbed the pressure grew heavier. The mysterious heaven skill within Tang San's body also began to circulate faster. Making him a bit astonished was that Xiao Wu's climbing speed was unexpectedly very fast, continuing upward without the slightest hesitation. In a moment's work, the two had caught up to Bai Chenxiang. Bai Chenxiang's movements had already become very slow. Standing on the 14th step, it was very difficult for her to step forward. Her face deep red, her 4 spirit rings constantly flashing. Her body twisted slightly, as if looking for a gap in the pressure. A layer of watery mist mixed into that golden light mist spiraling around her, clearly she had already reached her limit. This was the gap in strength. Physique, spirit power, spirit bones, all parts added together made up an impassable gulf between her and the Shrek 7 devils. But she still didn't give up, still clenching her teeth and enduring. Tang San suddenly thought of something, and when passing by Chenxiang, he told her. Don't force it too hard, you absolutely can't get rebounded into the range of the ring sea by the Sea God's light. You don't have the trial light protection, so you'll be targeted by the sea spirit beasts within the ring sea. Astounding Tang San was that after Bai Chenxiang kept enduring for a long time, she actually finally stepped onto the 15th step. But her body was already shuddering and wavering. Her deep red charming face showed an exultant expression. Only she herself knew that she had already broken through her limits with this one step. She clearly felt the spirit power that hadn't advanced for a long time suddenly break through, rising to the 46th rank. She didn't force it further, she didn't dare try it with Tang San's warning. Learning from his previous example, she slowly retreated back down. In the while Tang San talked to Bai Chen Xiang, Xiao Wu had already kept climbing, reaching the 20th step. Tang San was shocked to discover that Xiao Wu's current climbing speed was actually a bit faster than the first time he entered the Sea God's light. What was going on? Could it be that Xiao Wu's strength already surpassed his? No, it wouldn't. Tang San still clearly remembered that when Xiao Wu sacrificed herself for him, her spirit power level had been roughly between the 61st and 62nd rank. She couldn't cultivate since then, so how could she be even stronger than him? Accelerating, blending his inner force, Tang San chased after Xiao Wu. In front of the formidable pressure of the Sea God's light, the spirit power he had recovered to optimum just now began to rapidly be consumed again. But this time Tang San had learned his lesson. In order to conserve spirit power, he used his Death God domain and Blue-Silver domain when he stood on the 20th step. It really was as he expected, under the effect of the two great domains the pressure reduced considerably, and climbing from step 20 to 30 was clearly much faster than last time, and he naturally also consumed a lot less spirit power. The domains consumed spirit power and spiritual force, but due to being innate domains they didn't actually consume much, at least much less than the Sea God's light caused. But even so, Tang San still only caught up to Xiao Wu at the 35th step. Xiao Wu's steps had also grown difficult, each step extremely slow. Tang San clearly remembered that when Dai Mubai climbed the first time, he'd reached the 35th step. And now, Xiao Wu already stood on the 36th. What was going on? Xiao Wu's strength already surpassed Mubai? Tang San was inwardly alarmed, his spirit power control slackened, and he immediately felt the pressure he bore increase greatly, his pace forward also subsequently slowing. Fortunately it was still only on the 35th step, and he hastily put his mind in order, following Xiao Wu forward. He could actually move a bit faster than Xiao Wu by now, but he still chose not to, only guarding at her side. He didn't want Xiao Wu to have any accident. Following her, if anything happened, he could react immediately. What astounded Tang San was that, even though Xiao Wu's progress was difficult and slow, she had already climbed 40 steps. This was her first climb, and she also didn't use any abilities. How could it be like this? In fact, after the pressure reached the limits of what the human body could endure, even one step forward was extremely difficult. Wasn't it impossible for Xiao Wu's body to be stronger than Dai Mubai? Puzzled, Tang San wanted to warn Xiao Wu not to force it, but after reaching the 40th step, the pressure he endured was also extremely immense, and he basically couldn't utter a word to warn her, otherwise he wouldn't be able to move forward. However, the shock Xiao Wu gave him still hadn't finished. Her body began to twist slightly, it seemed as if changing due to being unable to bear the pressure, but Tang San very quickly discovered that this wasn't the case. Xiao Wu's squirming kept to a fixed rhythm, as if the pressure of the Sea God's light would slip past her with each twist, and she also kept the momentum to move forward. Simultaneously, Xiao Wu's fair skin began to shine golden red. Seeing this golden red color, Tang San immediately realized something. He understood how Xiao Wu could keep climbing the steps at his pace. That's right, Xiao Wu had sacrificed her soul for him, but her physical body had also later eaten 2 immortal grade herbs. If the crystal blood dragon ginseng could be called just medicine, then the yearning heartbroken red was the top quality of top quality. Among the medicaments Tang San brought back from the ice and fire yin yang well back then, this was the monarch of the most precious immortal grade, the yearning heartbroken red. After Xiao Wu got this herb and didn't eat it because she pitied it, it led to her spirit power always being lower than the others. Later she sacrificed herself for Tang San, and on the verge of dying, Tang San helped her eat this immortal grade herb, thereby resurrecting Xiao Wu's physical body. Afterwards taking the crystal blood dragon ginseng, besides its own effects on Xiao Wu, its greatest benefit was to fully reveal the medicinal effects of the yearning heartbroken red within Xiao Wu's body. In the days since, the reason Xiao Wu had been so sleepy was perhaps because she was absorbing the medicine while sleeping. Her spirit power had not only grown, but perhaps even grown at a terrifying rate, not even less than his. Those were 2 great immortal treasures. Even including the yearning heartbroken red that could according to legend help someone cultivate a Vajra unbreaking body. No wonder Xiao Wu had such endurance, and her spirit power had also clearly risen. This was the actual reason. The reddish-golden light floating up from her body should be the efficacy of the yearning heartbroken red. He just didn't know whether her body had already reached the condition of Vajra unbreaking. Figuring out the key details, Tang San was immediately joyous. Catching up next to Xiao Wu, the two kept going forward. That bizarre rhythmic squirming of Xiao Wu seemed very effective. Even though it didn't surpass Tang San's domains, it still strengthened her ability to endure the pressure considerably. Since the yearning heartbroken red's tendon washing and marrow exchanging improvements, her body had equally reached a machine-like toughness. As she walked forward step by step, she had slowly reached the 50th step. Setting foot on the 50th step, Xiao Wu finally halted, her face displaying a somewhat painful expression. She didn't keep advancing, but rather began to slowly retreat. Tang San also didn't try to go forward, but rather poured his remaining spirit power into his two great domains, extending the range to cover Xiao Wu, accompanying her to descend together. With the support of Tang San's two great domains, Xiao Wu's tightly knit brows smoothed out. Glancing at Tang San, she accelerated her pace. Very soon, the two had reached the foot of the mountain. Bai Chen Xiang, her whole body soaked with sweat, had already sat to the side and started to cultivate. As Tang San came down, he immediately supported Xiao Wu. Since he hadn't attacked his limits this time, he still had a lot of spirit power remaining, and his condition was still pretty good. Xiao Wu, what is it? Are you all right? Xiao Wu slowly shook her head. My body still didn't reach the limit, but my soul can't quite take it. If it's with the support of your domains, I think reaching the 60th step shouldn't be much of a problem. Therefore, if you just bring my physical body, there's no need to think of my endurance before 60 steps. Actually, I could probably still go even higher. The yearning heartbroken red's transformation of the body is shocking. When I inspected myself just now, I could see my meridians, blood, bones, they seemed to all have turned golden. They're not just solid, they're also astoundingly flexible. This might be related to my original soft skill cultivation. Tang San nodded, saying. Quickly return into me. You absolutely can't damage your soul. Even though Xiao Wu was leaning against Tang San's shoulder, her eyes still lost their tenderness. So what if I'm damaged? Will you worry about me? Then what about you? Me? Tang San looked distracted. Seeing Xiao Wu angry, he couldn't help being frightened into silence. Xiao Wu angrily said. Tang San, remember this, the next time you're in danger and forcefully block my soul, I won't care about you again. Seeing Xiao Wu's eyes filled with displeasure, Tang San understood where her anger came from. That day when confronting the deep-sea demon whale's last attack, in order to protect everyone, Tang San had prepared a suicide attack. Moreover, in order to keep Xiao Wu's soul from being harmed, he had forcefully kept her soul within the spirit ring and bone, not letting her come out. Like this, even if Tang San died himself, Xiao Wu's soul could still exist within the spirit bone, and there would still be hope for her survival. So you were angry about that? Tang San wanted to explain, but however intelligent he was, right now he didn't know what to say. Xiao Wu opened her mouth wide, and forcefully bit down on his shoulder, making Tang San grimace with pain. Gee, from now on let me out to climb the stairs with you every day. The feeling of that pressure just now seemed like it had a tempering effect to my body and soul. If I guess correctly, after my soul is tempered, it should be able to fuse with my body for longer. I'll go back first. Don't forget what I said, humph, another mistake, and I'll. After the last, her gaze finally grew gentle, her moving expression almost drawing out Tang San's soul as well. Amidst red light rushing out, Xiao Wu's supple body softened, her soul once again returning to the spirit ring and spirit bone in Tang San's body. With Xiao Wu's soul back, Tang San also couldn't help slowly exhaling. He discovered that Xiao Wu being angry with him had even greater impact than the sea god's light at the 55th step. Just at this moment, Tang San heard deliberately restrained snickering behind him. When he turned his head to look, apart from Bai Chen Xiang, his comrades had already woken up from cultivation, all looking at him with laughing expressions, not one of them without meanings of schadenfreude. The ones laughing the most fiercely among them was naturally the three terrible friends Dai Mubai, Oscar, and Ma Hung Jun. Tang San, somewhat angry from embarrassment, said. What are you laughing at? Dai Mubai coughed once, and said. Little San, it's like this. Actually, being henpecked is also a kind of happiness. We're all men, I understand you. Tang San snapped. In other words, you're very afraid of Zuking. Daimyo Bai straightened his chest, saying. How would I? Would I be henpecked? While speaking, he swept the already turning hostile Hell civet next to him with a glance, hastily adding. We're mutually respectful as husband and wife. Oscar laughed out loud, saying. All right, Boss Dai, don't explain it. Any of us brothers know about you and Zuking. Only, I just didn't expect the always so strict little San to also have such a weak side, haha, ha 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 ha. Little Ao. Tang San's expression suddenly grew calm. Oscar looked distracted a moment. What? Tang San only needed his hands, issuing bone-cracking sounds. Even though you have the clone mirror sausage now and can use any of our abilities, you were after all still a food system spirit master before, your combat strength still needs raising. Come, let me help you properly level up your combat experience. I think, the pressure I can give you will definitely have major benefits to your strength. Seeing Tang San's honorable appearance, the smile on Oscar's face instantly froze. Little San, don't be like this, you're using your position for bullying here. Wrong, save me. While speaking, he dodged behind Ning Rongrong with invertebrate speed. But unexpectedly, Ning Rongrong still nodded with deep consideration, saying. I feel third brother is right. Your real combat abilities really need raising. Oscar's eyes rolled, saying with an ingratiating smile. Then you can give me a boost, right? Before Ning Rongrong spoke up, Tang San already said. She can. Come. Oscar immediately leapt out from behind Ning Rongrong. Little San, then we'll start right now. We'll fight for 3 minutes. Tang San glanced at him. Your imposing manner is leaking even before the battle. 3 minutes is enough. Of course he saw what Oscar was thinking, this fellow had clearly seen him climb to the 50th step just now, his spirit power substantially diminished. And he himself also had the boost of Ning Rongrong's 7 treasure glazed tile pagoda, and thought himself certain of victory. However, just as Tang San said, he was a food system spirit master before. How could his combat ability compare to Tang San? 3 minutes later. Ah! Little San, I hate you, this is naked retaliation, abusing authority for private vengeance. Oscar's current appearance was sorrier than sorry. In the 3-minute battle just now, he had immediately eaten a clone mirror sausage with Tang San's blood, and even more immediately cloned himself. His original body used the blue-silver emperor spirit, while the clone used the clear sky hammer, and Ning Rongrong's boost also fell on both simultaneously. But even so, the result was still a miserable defeat. The only thing the clone mirror sausage couldn't duplicate was the abilities of spirit bones. Tang San only used very simple means to thoroughly smash Oscar's main and clone bodies. Teleportation plus ghost shadow perplexing track plus grappling expertise, Tang San's martial arts weren't within the range of spirit abilities, and naturally couldn't be cloned either. Under the howling wind and torrential rain of Tang San's indeterminately flickering attacks, Oscar only just managed to struggle on a while in the beginning by relying on the 4th spirit ability, then was instantly defeated. Of course, Tang San wouldn't attack him too fiercely, just sturdily throwing him around a few times. The thrown around Oscar felt his body about to come apart. Seeing Oscar's unconvinced expression, Tang San grinned, saying. Nothing to do about it, the henpecked are all strong. Oscar looked helplessly at Tang San. Crawling up from the ground, he had a bitter expression. There really isn't the slightest gap, it seems my actual combat experience won't cut it. Only, the crucial part is that those spirit bone abilities of yours are too abnormal. Teleportation is just shameless. And that absolute defense too. Too abnormal. Tang San said. Abilities are one thing, the person using them another. How about we go again, and I don't use teleportation or invincible golden body. Seeing the crafty light in Tang San's eyes, Oscar shivered. Let it be, don't try to bait me. I won't give you the chance to bully me. We'll talk after I've practiced properly. My real combat experience really has to be reinforced, otherwise how will I protect Rongrong? Tang San of course had some intent of using his position for vengeance, after all, when a man was called henpecked, and it was also true, he couldn't help being a bit angry from embarrassment. But at the same time he also wanted to warn Oscar, being from the food system, in order to display formidable strength in combat, he had to invest even more effort in cultivation and combat. Fatty, what are you hiding for? Daimyo Bai stretched out a hand, pulling out Ma Hongjun from behind him. Ma Hongjun smiled with embarrassment, looking at Tang San. Third brother, I saw nothing just now. I don't need to fight. While speaking, he still took a look at Bai Chenxiang cultivating to the side, as if afraid she would see his deflated appearance right now. Seeing Fatty's comical expression, everyone couldn't help laughing. Tang San sat his butt on the ground, saying, "Who would fight you? Didn't you see me coming down the mountain just now? And fighting little Ao on top of that, my spirit power is cleaned out." Hearing this, Oscar immediately egged on from the side. "Fatty, this could be a rare chance for you to bully little San. Go, fight him." Ma Hongjun immediately said with righteous indignation. "Third brother, I'm not someone to stir up trouble. Look at little Ao actually stirring up our relationship as brothers. If I were you, I couldn't stand it. Never mind, a brother will help look out for you, I'll properly give him some combat lessons later." Oscar looked dumbstruck at Fatty. "Fuck me, Fatty, when did you become such a chicken? Still accusing others of stirring up trouble." Ma Hongjun grinned, saying, "Intelligent people know to stand with the strong. Of course I'm on third brother's side. If you think third brother really is out of spirit power, how about you step up? If I ended up like you, I'd be an idiot." "You?" Oscar looked speechless at Ma Hongjun. He raised his foot to kick him, but was nimbly dodged by Fatty. Helplessly, his troublemaking defeated, Oscar threw out two big recovery sausage to Tang San, coughing once, his face serious. Speaking of, he himself had a handsome appearance, as long as he didn't smile he really looked like a gentleman. "Don't be noisy. Come, let's talk about everyone's experience climbing the stairs." Everyone looked laughing at Oscar changing the topic, but nobody exposed him now. Tang San asked, "How many steps did you all climb when I was cultivating before?" Oscar blushed, saying, "I used the clone mirror sausage, and just about managed 27. Fatty 30, Wrong was the most miserable, just 20 steps before giving up. Zuking reached 32 steps. Speaking of, me and Wrong completely got the worst of the Sea God's Light. We're originally not considered combat system spirit masters. Even if we don't lack spirit power, and our physical attributes grew a bit when we got spirit rings, we're still too far behind you battle spirit masters. It's mainly shown in the level of physical endurance and support spirit abilities. Without the support of spirit abilities, we're simply unable to move a step. I'm still alright, I have the clone mirror sausage, but using your abilities is extremely difficult for Wrong. Her body is the weakest, even if she boosts herself with the 7 treasure glazed tile pagoda, she still can't turn her body powerful. Moreover, she also has to climb a lot higher than us. 136 steps, in just 1 year, might be." By now Oscar was no longer changing the subject, his eyes expression concern that was difficult to hide. Tang San also hadn't thought Ning Wrong could actually only climb 20 steps. Oscar was right, he and Ning Wrong had special circumstances because of being support system spirit masters. Their spirit amplification of their bodies was far from as powerful as that of battle spirit masters. Naturally climbing the stairs was also a lot more strenuous than for others. I've endured the pressure of the Sea God's Light 2 times in a row, so I've sensed some of the changes within it. It seems that this trial is very difficult for each of us to complete. However, there are also gaps within it. The trials bestowed by the Sea God wouldn't be impassable. If my calculations are correct, even now it's possible to help one person complete this trial." Tang San's words immediately astonished everyone, they didn't understand where Tang San's confidence came from. Tang San continued. "When me and Xiaowu climbed the stairs just now, I used the power of the domains to help her down. My domains were equally effective on her. And in the previous experiments, I discovered that even though the Sea God's Light is formidable, it can't block auxiliary spirit abilities and personal boost spirit abilities. We're not taking this trial every man for himself, don't forget that we are one." Ning Wrong said. "Third brother, what you think is, if we focus our strength on one person, then we can help him complete this trial." Tang San nodded, saying. "Exactly. Even though not all of us have abilities that can help others, little Ao's sausages, your 9 treasure glazed tile pagoda support abilities, my death god and blue silver domains, they can still boost our comrades. Especially someone like Dai Mubai who has 3 body reinforcement abilities. Adding us 3 for support, I believe we can help him pass." Dai Mubai's evil eyes flashed with light, fiercely leaping up from the ground. So that's it, then what are we waiting for, let's try it now. Tang San said. No, don't be in a rush. Even though I'm 70% certain we can help you pass, we absolutely can't do it now. Moreover, not only can't you be the first person to pass, you even have to be last, passing together with me. As for the exact sequence, I still need to think about it. Ma Hongjun said. Third brother, why can't we help Boss Dai pass the trial first? Won't we be a lot more relaxed for each person to pass? Tang San glanced at him, lowering his voice. I don't want any of us to feel relaxed in advance. I've thought about it carefully, judging by how Seahorse DouLuo looked at you getting black level trials, these black level trials are extremely difficult. Moreover, there are clearly missions impossible for us to complete it at this level. They give each Sea Spirit Master 10 years to complete one trial, but we only have 1 year. However, would the Sea God really give us trials that are impossible to complete? The answer is inevitably a no. Consequently, within each test there is definitely some secret that can help us pass. And this secret is exactly the same as our first trial, Traverse 1, Sea God's Light. Regardless of whether the Sea God is a true God, judging from the circumstances of this Sea God Island, he's definitely an existence with unimaginable power. Since it's like that, why would he give us the chance to cheat the Sea God's Light? Since the Sea God's Light could give us trials according to our capabilities at the Seahorse Sacred Pillar, then it's impossible it didn't know we could help each other. What we can think of, as a god, he naturally wouldn't overlook. Therefore, the holes here are actually bait for us. If we can't endure this bait, the second trial might be our death. At this moment, even Daimyo Bai couldn't quite understand. Little San, isn't that a bit too exaggerated? Tang San smiled calmly, saying. No. Boss, let me finish. What I said absolutely isn't exaggerated, and I'm even 90% sure I can prove it. Let me ask, before when cultivating after climbing, did you feel your cultivation speed clearly increase, and your body also reacting? Everyone nodded one after another, similar things had happened to them too. Tang San said. That's right. The Sea God's Light gives us enormous pressure that will substantially consume our spirit power. Under such pressure, our cultivation speed will give twice the effect for half the work. At the same time, it will also constantly strengthen the ability of our bodies to resist pressure. Then, after we complete the trial, will the Sea God's Light still block us from climbing to the Sea God's Hall? The answer is equally negatory. In other words, as long as we complete the first trial, we will lose the pressure from the Sea God's Light. Therefore I can tell everyone with certainty, the meaning of overcome, Sea God's Light as the first trial isn't to bother us, but rather to give us a chance to increase our strength. Only by as far as possible increasing our strength through the Sea God's Light in this first year will we have a chance to pass the later tests. Therefore, not only can't we complete the trial ahead of time, we still have to delay the completion until the final day. We have to maximize the benefits of the Sea God's Light. Pa, just as everyone were contemplating Tang San's explanation, clapping sounds reached them. They didn't know when, but that red silhouette had appeared once again, only this time, she appeared at the flight of stairs leading to the Sea God's Hall. Sea God DouLuo Bosixi slowly walked down, her noble face filled with admiration. That applause came just from her soft escallion's white hands. The word can be translated in various ways: traverse, overcome, pass through, cross over. It ends here. Gracias amigos. Likes, subscribes, shares and comments.